Welcome to another episode of Let's Go, where we help the leaders of entrepreneurial companies take their companies to the next level. We're continuing our mini-series on talent, how to hire better. And with me again today for episode 5 is Amy Ancira, talent whisperer at HireBetter. We're going to talk today about retaining top talent in today's market. Amy, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Again, a great subject that we can talk about.
I'm going to switch the word retain with the word attract, because we want to not only attract great talent to our company, but we want to attract them and keep them happy and keep them productive members of our team. Talk to me a little bit about what you think are some of the key strategies around attracting and retaining good talent.
I love that concept of attracting, because I think, retention means I'm trying to keep them. I think about attraction and I think about continually attracting people, right? Like it's a marriage. You want your husband to be continually attracted to you. And so that's the way I think that companies need to approach it. When we think about retention methods, there are so many things that are swirling around in the world today, right? And we're in this world of salaries that are extremely dynamic and counter offers. We're in a world of people wanting to have meaningful, thoughtful work. And so as you think about your business, think about the things that you can do, the actions that you can take that are going to help you continually attract candidates and employees. And that means benefits. Benefits are so important. It means work-life balance. It means, flexibility around location. Where do people live? You don't necessarily have to only go with the candidates that are in your backyard, right? But you can attract and retain great talent by giving them flexibility in their work environments. I think that salary is a component of it, right? Salary is always a component, and people at the end of the day, they do need to be able to support themselves and their families. But, there's other things that you can consider as well. For many entrepreneurial companies, one of the big pieces that they use is equity, right? Or bonus that is tied to company performance long-term as a means to retain top talent.
Amy, in previous episodes, we've talked about selling candidates and what we're doing as an organization. Now that I've got this candidate on my team, I can't just sell them, because the reality is going to hit what's real and what's not. Tell me a little bit about living your reality.
I think that's so important. We've seen that companies can maybe attract somebody, but if so much data is showing right now that the biggest reason that candidates or employees are making a move is because the vision that was sold to them on the front end does not align with the vision that they experience or the values that they experience when they actually come into the company. So making sure that you really are tied to that is so important.
So those core values and mission vision we talked about, they have to be real. They have to be words on a wall.
Yes, they have to be real. They can't just be words on a wall. And that starts with the very top, right? That's something that filters from leadership. So having leaders that believe in that and having every member of your team believe in it and espouse it is critical.
I love it. This is also where things like the onboarding that we talked about last time is so critical. If we don't have a robust and rich onboarding process, we may lose people before they get fully engaged, right?
Absolutely. And I think that's there's that importance around having a 30, 60, 90-day plan. And it's not something that you roll out to your employee and say, this is what we're going to have you do. In most instances where it's most effective, it's co-developed. So if I could say anything, it would be co-develop that plan with your employee. Have a baseline, but then let them have buy-in and make sure that they understand what they're being expected to do.
One other thing that I've heard a lot from our candidates that we're talking to is the importance of training and development. People want a career path. They want to not just, again, have a paycheck. They want to have a future. Tell me a little bit about what you're seeing with your candidates and your clients.
Oh, absolutely. I would say that that's one of the bigger ones right now. People want to have access to continued improvement. And so if I could encourage anybody on anything, it would be have quarterly sit downs with your direct reports and really understand it's an open forum. It's their time to share with you what they're looking for long-term. And it's your job as a manager to understand how you can get them there. Hopefully they're going to get there with your company, but maybe some of their goals are longer term, 10 years or 15 years. What are the iterative steps that you can take to get them to their long-term career goal?
Amy, tell me how important the leadership team is to retaining top talent.
And I think that, again, everything flows from the top down. And the biggest thing that companies can do for their employees is to build trust. Part of the way that you build trust is by being open kimono. So that means financials, that means strategy, long-term plans, sharing with your team what your long-term plan is helps to build trust. And then having open conversations about any concerns that employees have around those items further builds trust.
Amy, is there anything else you'd like to add as far as retaining top talent in today's market?
Let's say 2. Invest in your people with time and resources, and then continue to sell the dream. Live up to your promises.
I love it. Live up to your promises. Well, folks, that's a wrap on our series on talent, how to hire better. Thank you, Amy Ancira, for joining me. And if any of these 5 episodes interest you, please reach out to us at HireBetter.com. We are the strategic talent partner for entrepreneurial companies, and we'd love to see how we can help you today. Until next time, let's go.